The following program is an OCAmedia community-produced episode of Oregon Life. We would like to thank our sponsors, the Oregon Brooklyn Optimist Club and the Oregon Freemasons. We are proud to have you as our sponsors.
I'm Emma Nugent, back again with a couple of new people to interview. I have Maya Ray, I have Isabel, and I have Analia here with me. And I have a couple of questions for y'all. So how does it feel being a quinceañera dress in the Multicultural Fashion Show this week?
It's important to me because, obviously, it's a big thing in our culture and stuff. So, it's also, something that a lot of girls do for their quince.
Is there anything you'd like to share about being part of the Multicultural Fashion Week?
I'm just really glad to be part of this culture, and I'm also proud to have close friends and family here with me.
Is there anything that you'd like to share about Multicultural Fashion Week in your experience with it?
This experience is really good for us because we never really have this opportunity to share it and to show our culture, and I'm with my friends right now, so it's just amazing overall.
Is there anything that you would like to share and have any advice for people who might be expressing themselves?
Honestly, just don't care what people think. This stuff is really important to you and your family, and I think people should know who you truly are. That way you get to know the real people.
Thank you so much. All right, have a great show. I'm Emma Nugent here with Asia Oaks, a runway model for the
BSU.
For the BSU. Mm-hmm. What culture is your dress from?
It's African, South African.
Is there anything that you'd like to share about South African clothing and how you feel it relates to your identity?
So this clothing here today that you see made, one of my friends, her mom made these, and she put us all in these dresses and picked them out for us. And this really connects to my identity because first it's really pretty, and I'm from South Africa, like my family is, so yeah.
Is there anything about South Africa that you feel really connects to you on a personal level?
Probably just my history, probably my ancestry and everything like that.
Is there any advice that you would have for people who are starting to be more accepting of their identity and their culture as people?
I would say first to make sure you got all your research right because there is a lot of misinformation. So just make sure you know what you're looking for, and yeah, pretty much it.
Thank you. I'm Emma Nugent with Asia Oaks signing off.
Hi, I'm Phoenix Ogodogu, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my dad who immigrated here from Nigeria, specifically the Delta region. This is a picture of him as a child. The date has kind of worn off the back, but it's 19, it's either a 6 or a 9, I can't tell, but it's definitely him from probably maybe 4th grade, I would say, just based on how my sister looked in 4th grade. And then I have these pictures of him. This is my grandma Ogodogu. She unfortunately died of cancer 2 years after I was born, so I never got to meet her in person. And that's my dad. He moved here, I would say 20 years ago, maybe longer. And then he met my mom, and then they married in 2008, and then they had me in 2009. When my dad immigrated here, he immigrated here to go to college. He went to Madison College to get a degree in forestry, and then ended up working at a business called Covance for years and years, and he has always talked about how proud he is of his heritage and how proud he is to have immigrated here. My father is very, very proud of the fact that like me and my sister have made so many achievements, because that's why he came over here, to have a better life, to have children who had a lot more opportunity than he thought they could have back in Nigeria. He's always tried to show me and my sister like morals and teach us just all of the things that are so important to him and his culture. We've always been raised in like a very more Nigerian than American household. So it's always been a point of pride for me to know that culture and know where I'm from and know about my grandparents and know about my grandmother. Because it's always been like a point of, oh, that's where I get this trait. Like my nose, my grandma's, I have my grandmother's nose, and my sister looks more like our grandfather, who I unfortunately do not have a picture of. But it's always been a point of pride for me to look back at my dad's side of the family and then see all of the traits. And anytime I see any of my family on his side, they're always so surprised about how much I look like my grandmother. And it's always been a point of pride for me, because I love to be able to look back at my own, like even 2 generations ago, and see all these people who look so much like me and are so similar to me and have all of these different creative ways of doing things they loved. Like I'm just learning about it every single day is so cool for me, because I think it's always just been like something that just inspires me to keep going. Like if I'm ever having a difficult day, I always just look back and think, you can do this, you can do this. But other people have done a lot more for you to get where you are, so you can't stop. All of it is so beautiful. It just makes me want to burst with pride. I don't know what else to say besides the fact that I'm very proud to be in Nigeria, the first generation of my dad's family to be born here. All of the hardship and all of the work that just came into just the existence of me as a person, the existence of my sister as a person, the existence of my father, the existence of his mother, the existence of his father. Looking back, you can see so much pride. Just part of being an Ogodogu for me is the fact that anything I put my mind to doing, I can do it. Because that's how everyone in my family thinks. If they try hard enough, they can do it. And I've always been so, so proud of that. Because there's nothing else I think I would rather be from than a family who has striven to keep going no matter what hardships they face.
All right, Mr. Planner, I would like to ask you about your opinion on the show tonight.
Oh, I think it was one of the highlights of the year. Absolutely. Congratulate the organizers and really thank our advisors who put this whole thing together. And it was just a showcase. A lot of pride, a lot of community tonight. And I want to see this thing happen again next year, even bigger and better. It was an amazing night.
Speaking of seeing it again next year, is there anything that you would like to see celebrated through the multicultural aspects of Oregon High School?
Well, I think extending and building on what was Terry Weaver and Maria Bonnet Lopez's and Rael Hollenbeck's vision for this week, continuing to add some events. I think it would be wonderful over lunch periods to have some teach-ins, maybe where people could have the opportunity to hear speakers talk about either cultural traditions, history, and just to have an opportunity to have some to ask some questions and to just really engage. So I think it's a wonderful week, and congratulations to everyone who was involved.
Those are some wonderful ideas, Mr. Planner. Thank you for giving us some of your ideas and your inspiration.
Well, thank you.
This has been an amazing experience to see from the perspective of not only an Oregon high school student, but also from a standpoint from everyone in this room, the adults included. And it's always amazing to see Oregon high school students showing off their culture and their identity. This is Emma Nugent from OCAmedia signing off, and please make sure to stay in tune. We have a lot more shows and a lot more fun events coming up.